we were trying to make our way in, and someone tried to. We had a ladder match on the way in, and
that we had like it was a street fight.
it was a street. It really was a street fight, and I ducked and I dodged, and then I had to do a backflip, somersault, moonsault, but we're here.
We made it. Rob?
You guys were about to have an official entrance with the actual 3&B music playing. I was just about to hit
that
that
would've been
song.
great.
That would
Should've
be
had a
tragic.
camera.
No, that would have been terrible.
I mean, we could always edit the music out into something else.
I guess. Anyways, this is Pro Wrestling Talk, BTR. We talk about all things pro wrestling.
Yes, we do, and other stuff, kind of.
And other stuff. James and I were on a mission.
We're on a mission. We were looking for.
We were thrifting.
We were thrifting and
So,
stuff.
You cut into our thrifting time, Rob.
Yeah, Rob. Actually, while we were thrifting, I did see this cute little Ultimate Warrior action figure, but it was out of my range. It was $10, and it wasn't in a package.
We also saw an R-Truth action figure for $5.
Almost got it.
Almost got it for you, but it's a little out of my price range.
A little out of my price range for an R-Truth at this point.
Don't feel like buying R-Truth for $5.
I mean, I would if he was in a box and get a title.
Yeah.
But it was just normal.
It was loose.
It was just loose, normal R-Truth. So.
Anyways, it was a big weekend of pro wrestling.
It depends.
Super showdown. It depends on who you ask, what you watched, because it was a both hated and loved weekend for pro wrestling fans. Started this past Thursday at WWE Super Showdown, which took place in Saudi Arabia. Ooh, scary, spooky.
Ooh, scary, very scary.
No, in all seriousness, it was a monumental event, at least for a match, the main event match itself, which featured the Universal Championship. We'll get into that. We'll get into that in a little bit. First, it started off with the Two-Wake Mountain Trophy Gauntlet match, which featured Rob's favorite, R-Truth. He actually outlasted 3 individuals. He beat Eric Rowan, Bobby Lashley, and the United States Champion by accident. They ended up butting heads, and so he like rolled up on him or whatever. So, and Eric Rowan did get himself counted out, or disqualified, one of those. He nearly escaped.
Who won that? Who got the win in that match?
AJ Styles ended up taking out R-Truth.
Oh, yes.
And then Rey Mysterio was supposed to come out, however, he was attacked by Gallows and Anderson, who won their match in the pre-show against the Viking Raiders.
Oh, and that's how this happened.
Yes, and so AJ thought he was going to win the trophy. Well, that wasn't the case because we saw a video backstage of The Undertaker laying out Gallows and Anderson. Taker came out, chokeslammed AJ without even taking off his jacket and hat, pinned him, and won the Two-Wake Mountain Trophy. Undertaker just absolutely destroying AJ Styles, and I'm pretty sure we're going to see that for WrestleMania. It has been rumored for the last couple weeks already, so should be good. I know, I don't know if the match already happened, but AJ Styles was supposed to face Aleister Black tonight on Raw, so I don't know, maybe we'll see The Undertaker if we haven't already heard anything. I haven't checked my phone yet, so.
It kind of stinks that, I mean, I feel like The Undertaker is having some of his better match opponents now. And look at who he was up against early on, doing favors for Vince McMahon, having to have matches with the Giant Gonzalez and Snuka, but probably out of his, not in his prime Snuka. And
well, they were making him into a star. Then.
Well, yeah, I mean they're building the Undertaker at the time too, but I mean he didn't. I'd have to look at the catalog of matches he's had, but
they weren't matches.
There was Sid, there was Diesel, a lot of bigger guys who aren't known for wrestling.
It wasn't until the Shawn Michaels matches where he started to really have big matches. Until it was about WrestleMania 25, so 10 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Until then, he wasn't having those best matches. We are also currently now live on.
Not on Periscope yet.
No, where are we?
We're not.
We're not live
yet. We're getting a bad connection.
It wouldn't be.
We're going back to the other studio. No.
It wouldn't be an episode of Beyond the Ropes if we didn't have some form of technical difficulties. By the way, you can follow us on Twitter at EthanMV95.
You can follow me at JHW Reporter, and ideally I have Periscopes on there, but so far not yet.
Not yet. We'll get it together hopefully. And Rob at.
Rob Flores Media.
And you can follow our Beyond the Ropes Twitter account as well at RealBTR Radio. BTR Radio has 2 R's in it. We'll occasionally tweet and stuff. You know, depends how we feel.
Depends on my mood.
Yeah.
But, I mean, if you would have seen, well, maybe, yeah, you retweeted it. So if you would have seen what I had earlier, there was some breaking news that happened within the last few hours. Not breaking, it was expected, but we had some news over the last a couple hours here that we'll get into a little bit later. But
For sure, we'll save that. We'll save that.
Continue on with the showdown cards. So it looks like we do have The Undertaker, who will ideally be back for another WrestleMania match. I've kind of lost track of the record since he kind of lost the streak, but
He's lost.
what is he,
only
like
once.
26-2? No, he lost.
25.
No, because he lost to Roman and Brock.
Yeah, it's 25-2.
Yeah. No,
Or
no,
25.
He's because he was what? He was 24 and then he got 24-1, right?
It was 21-1.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
We're that far along, huh?
Mhm.
Okay, so maybe he is at 25. I thought he was at.
He's like a 24.
I thought he was 24. I thought he was going for 25 and then he lost it. And
No,
then
that wasn't. No, he wasn't there yet. But yeah. So nonetheless, it's almost 30 years right there of WrestleMania.
As long as I've been alive. Yeah.
He didn't wrestle last year, and
He's-
I know
Right.
he didn't wrestle like WrestleMania 2000 either. So
Yeah.
he
I
missed
think he was
2.
hurt that year. Yeah.
yeah, so it probably would have been almost 30.
Yeah. I mean, close. Yeah. No,
Well,
you're
he was
actually
30.
right because he's debuted in 90
91 was his first. I
which
think,
was the
91.
year I was born. So
Yeah.
I'm 28, and I know he missed at least 1-2 years. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll see him wrestle this year. Expected, at least,
yeah.
to wrestle, which is exciting. Super Showdown, our favorite, the legendary, the iconic. You know who I'm going to talk about? Mansoor
Oh yes,
wrestled
that's
against
right. Didn't he have
Dolph
a?
Ziggler.
What was his entrance like? I mean, I
Got a bunch
saw
of
he
pyro.
had something, but he
Everyone
did get a lot of. Okay, he did
Everyone
get
got a lot of pyro this time. Everyone. It was just like, it's like someone I saw a tweet when you hit like the ultimate pyro on like 2K, a video game or whatever.
Oh right.
And you just that's how much pyro was going on. But Mansoor had a match.
You gotta
that
put him
happened.
over.
You gotta make him a star, I guess.
I guess.
He only wrestles in Saudi Arabia. He's got I believe 3-0. They got his own streak.
He's getting his own streak going. There you go.
But
How many times? Well, what? They go there twice a year.
mhm. He's wrestled at least 3
Alright.
times. He won
So-
the biggest battle royal, and then he beat Cesaro last time, and Dolph this time. So he's at least 3-0, I believe.
There you go.
We also had the WWE Championship match, which was a tragedy for Ricochet because he got no offense in.
Did you see? Have you seen his tweet
Yes.
where he's
He's
got
got-
jobbed out by the I mean, they're
Cesaro,
decent guys. I mean, they're
AJ,
yeah.
Brock, and someone else I don't remember.
And Roman.
No, it wasn't. It was probably another bad guy.
It was
don't-
someone who was credible. Oh, Orton, I think.
Orton, I think, might
Yeah.
have been it. Yeah, but yeah. So poor Ricochet lasted only a minute and a half, I believe.
Mhm.
The ring with Brock got no offense in. So clearly, we're gonna see. It's official now. We're gonna see Brock Lesnar defend the WWE Championship against Drew McIntyre.
I would like to have seen. I mean, actually, I think it is a good thing. I would have liked to have seen the discussion on why they picked Ricochet, but I mean, I think it says something that despite getting no offense in that, it was the right call to go ahead and have, a match with Brock Lesnar like that because. I mean, you're doing that for a reason. There's some plan for Ricochet. I'd have to think.
I would hope, yeah.
Even if because I mean Brock's not just wrestling with anybody. You know, he has to have liked something about you. So
You would think, but
you would think, but
Hopefully.
again, I'm sure if they tell him what to do, he doesn't have a problem doing it. So
Yeah, for sure. Another match that we had was the SmackDown Tag Team titles were defended. The New Day defended against Miz and Morrison. And as
Oh,
I
yes.
correctly predicted,
Yes, you did.
saw some new tag team champions.
there they were,
Miz and Morrison.
and the first time since.
Almost 11 years.
Oh wow!
So they had like the longest break between title reigns, tied with
Oh.
Zack Ryder and Kurt Hawkins and New Age Outlaws. And
Oh,
I
yeah.
forgot another team. There was another team that
Like I would say, maybe the Hardys.
you might be right. I think it was Hardy Boys. Yeah.
Probably the Hardy Boys.
So, but like, 10 plus years of
Really?
separate title reigns. Yeah. So that's insane. But
So
congratulations.
wait,
to them.
Kurt Hawkins and Ryder
They were
had a
tag-
10
had 10 years apart. Yeah.
Oh, because they were really young. They must have won it when they were with the Edge, right?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Oh, I was actually pre-Edge head, I think, too.
You think so?
I think so. They were still, they weren't wearing the Edge gear yet.
Huh.
So
I'm kind of surprised by that.
it was at the Great American Bash, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
It was like probably around the time with the Edge or right before.
All right, so you never give up on a tag team because you never know.
No, you never know what's gonna happen.
You
10 years
never-
apart.
Right.
There you go. But congrats to Miz and Morrison. They will be defending those SmackDown Tag Team titles inside the Elimination Chamber, happening in less than 2 weeks.
Like inside the actual elimination.
Inside the chamber, they will be defending against the Usos, Lucha House Party.
Yeah.
I want to say, who else am I missing from SmackDown? The New Day.
AOP.
No, from SmackDown.
Oh, yeah, they're-
Blanking.
The new.
There's
Did
two
you
other
say the
teams.
New Day?
I said the New Day. That's 4 teams.
Gallows and Anderson.
They're on Raw.
Are they on
I'm missing out. Hold on.
that?
There's no service in here. No wonder we can't go live.
Yeah, I can't go. I can't get no service.
But they'll be facing 2 other teams as well. They'll be defending those titles in the chamber, so that should be exciting. Looking forward to it. Next up, let's just get to our main event, because the Raw Tag Team titles were kept by Seth Rollins and Murphy.
Yeah.
I think we're all expecting title change there, but we want to keep it on the Stars. I know they were going to plan on defending them tonight as well, so
That's
maybe they
right.
might lose them. So
Yeah,
we'll
no.
see. Main event time. The Universal Championship was defended by Bray Wyatt, the Fiend, taking
yes.
on our favorite wrestler on the planet, Goldberg.
I don't know about that, but
The match lasted 2 minutes, I think. 4 spears and a jackhammer.
that sounds like
Goldberg
the.
destroyed the Fiend, and social media went nuts.
And not in the best way
I
possible.
think I predicted Goldberg was going to win, right?
No.
Yes, I did.
I predicted Goldberg was gonna win.
No, I predicted it too.
Only because I convinced you.
No, I think I was on board. I was rooting for Goldberg.
Okay. I mean, I'm
I
not
think I was
saying you're
rooting
wrong,
for him.
but because I remember putting out the scenario that there was no way that both
You did
titles,
mention, yeah,
so
that's true.
that both titles are going to be defended and retained. I just knew something
You're right. I
was
remember
up.
that.
But again, and the fact that there was no way Goldberg was coming back just for another job. It would have been like his 2nd or 3rd job in a row, I think. I know he lost to the Undertaker at the last showdown.
He won.
competed in.
He beat Ziggler at SummerSlam.
Right.
So
Okay, so he beat
himself.
Ziggler. So, but at the last
it
showdown he
was
did
a bad
lose to
match.
Undertaker, which was a bad match.
Never saw it. So.
So,
But-
I don't know where they go from here. I mean, I guess we do know.
Yeah,
where they
because
go
we
from
found
here.
out his opponent will be the one and only Roman Reigns, as predicted, as
And-
expected.
And some people were not thrilled about that too.
Nope.
But it's safe to say that Roman Reigns is in.
He's in line for that title.
He's in line. He's always in line for the title. Obviously, being the face.
Well, he hasn't been
of
out for the.
company.
He's not.
He
for
hasn't
a year.
had it for a while.
It's been
so
over a year since he had to, give it up.
I think it would be a nice surprise, for whatever it may be worth, if we see Goldberg beat Roman.
He might actually get cheered. Honestly,
For me, it would just be a matter of everyone thinks Goldberg is going to lose.
Right.
So why not have him win?
I wouldn't be opposed to that.
But don't put it at the end of the show.
Yeah,
don't
nobody
don't
wants
put
to
the
see-
match
nobody
either
wants to-
way.
yeah.
Don't put it at the end of
Start
the
it-
show.
start it off.
Well, actually, you're not going to because you're going to see Drew McIntyre win and he's going to get the confetti pop at the end.
Things change. You never know. Vince wants.
Yeah, but
Yeah. And speaking of the Fiend, we found out who his opponent will be at WrestleMania. John Cena.
yeah,
We're not gonna get that dream match between Elias and Cena. I'm very disappointed.
Oh,
I'm
sure.
heartbroken.
I'm not.
I know Rob is heartbroken. Look at it. He's stunned silence.
Yes,
He doesn't know what's happening.
He's-
Very disappointed.
it's okay.
It's alright, don't cry. But we will get Cena and the Fiend. Cena returned and saying he wasn't going to wrestle and take up a spot of the full-time stars. However,
I told you he just came to do a promo for whatever project he was doing. He had no intentions on wrestling whatsoever.
until the
Let
15th.
alone the fact spend the weekend in Tampa Bay because knowing Nikki Bella was going to be inducted. He didn't want any part. He did not want to be in the area.
Well, worst case scenario. Well, worse than that was the coronavirus. There has been
So there's been a report.
in Tampa.
Yeah.
So there goes WrestleMania. It's canceled.
Hey, there's a chance. They're talking about canceling the Olympics too. So, and I think there was a report I saw where Stephanie
They
kind of
asked
left
her.
it open to it. I mean, obviously they're gonna try. They don't want it to be canceled, but
They could do it in an empty arena. Why
they
not?
could.
That's the first time ever.
Hey, they could.
Hey, they
but-
could put Roman over. There you go. You don't get booed right there, right?
Yeah, that's true. I mean, it would be interesting. That's for sure.
I'm gonna be opposed to that.
I mean, you almost have to understand the situation, whether you like it or not. You almost have to understand it because when you have that many people, you've been to WrestleMania before, right? Haven't you?
Correct. Yeah, 70,000.
Can you imagine being in that close to that many people? Someone's got to have something. I hate to say it like
Give
that.
everyone a mask. Give everyone a mask.
Make some hand sanitizer, their own special WrestleMania bottled hand sanitizer.
Make sure they wash their hands every time. You have a security in the restroom making sure, hey, wash
Yeah,
your hands.
right.
Like, that's what you gotta do.
Or they beat you over the head with a steel chair.
Yeah, don't let them leave until they wash their hands.
You know, instead of those fancy WrestleMania themed chairs, they're gonna give them those masks. It's gonna say
Give 'em
WrestleMania.
masks,
It's gonna say WrestleMania. They're gonna be the Mustafa Ali mask or something.
Mustafa Ali mask.
You never know.
That'd be great. I'd be down for that.
I mean, hey, you get your money's worth.
There you go. No chair though. You can't get.
No, yeah, no, you can't get the chair.
You don't get the chair.
No
you get
chair,
the
no
mask.
chair. You get the mask.
You get the mask and the
and the
bottle
hand and the bottle of hand
with
sanitizer.
the WWE logo, the WrestleMania
There you
logo
go.
on it.
I would need like a little hole so I can sip my drink though.
Yeah, you need.
Or you gotta like lift your mat. And
Yeah, you gotta do that. But anyways, 2 big matches announced last Friday on SmackDown.
I
for
mean,
Mania.
you said last week that the card was probably going to change. It looked like things were going to be changing, and that's what happened for sure.
Yeah, and so a lot of people seem on board with the Fiend and Cena. They were disappointed by the fact that there wasn't a Universal title involved. Not too many people were pleased with obviously Goldberg winning that title and especially going against Roman.
Mm-hmm.
I made the pitch on Twitter and I got no reply, which is fine. It happens a lot. Of just making it a fatal 4-way match.
With
All 4 of those guys.
You know what?
I don't think that would be a terrible idea.
It probably wouldn't be a terrible idea.
You get Cena going after his 17th title.
Yeah, everyone would have an angle almost.
The Fiend wants revenge on Goldberg.
Yeah.
And Cena and Reigns. He has history with all 3.
Right.
Roman wants the title he never lost.
Right. And then
And
Goldberg
Goldberg's-
is 50 years old or
he's
whatever,
defending
trying to
the title.
defend the title.
And, prove the naysayers wrong that he can only have, a singles match or whatever, a short match.
Yeah. I mean, it would almost be better for Goldberg because one,
He could sit out half the match.
he can be out half the match.
Cena
But
doesn't have to wrestle that much either.
Yeah.
Just let the Fiend and Roman go out.
I mean, when you think about it, when is the last time the Goldberg had a long match? I think, what was that?
Probably WrestleMania 20.
When he won the
He and
title?
Brock. No, it was with he and Brock. WrestleMania 20 when they both
Oh, you're
left,
talking about
probably.
yeah.
It wasn't
I thought he had a long match though,
probably with Brock, but that was like 6 or 7 minutes of Mania.
and that's a long match for them.
For that,
Yeah.
I mean, for Goldberg.
But that's when he won it though, right? He won it there.
That's when he lost it. He won it against Owens, and that was.
Oh, that's
they didn't
right.
do much either. That was that was less than 5 minutes, I think.
Is that how it happened?
He didn't do much either. So, throw out the Fatal 4-Way. Why not?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be against that, to be honest. I mean, I know they aren't, I was going to say they don't try to have overpopulated matches, even though that's what half
it's
the card
Mania.
is.
It's Mania. They'll get everyone on that card.
But when it gets to the titles, I mean, the big championships, you want to have it be a focused, memorable moment.
Well, I mean, let's see. The WWE title is a singles match. SmackDown Women's Championship, I'm not sure yet. Raw Women's Championship will be a singles match.
Yeah.
NXT Championship is going to be singles unless they add Belair to that match.
Yeah.
So, I mean, why not make one of those title matches
that's
a
true.
fatal 4-way or something? But it's not going to happen. I think they already have their plan. But I don't know. Why not? Just make it interesting. Make it a fatal 4-way.
I think that could work. And then you still got to... Again, that's not the biggest title. That's not going to be the big moment.
Mm-hmm.
You have that taken care of with
the WWE
Drew,
title.
Yeah,
but
Drew and Brock. So.
we're going to get more into this,
Yes.
more WrestleMania talk and some AEW discussion as well right here on Beyond the Ropes because we got to hit a quick commercial break and we'll be right back. Force my way into that commercial.
That's why.
Sir.
I was trying to hold it in.
Someone watch.
Hey, how you doing?
What's up?
This is for EP and this for
Yeah, there really is no signal.
There's no service, yeah.
Hello. What?
22 West.
Broadcasting from Cal State University Long Beach, this is KKJZ FM, HD3 Long Beach, Los Angeles, and 22westmedia.com. We are 22West Radio. I am your host, Ethan, joined alongside the analyst, James Williams, and on the controls, our producer, Rob Flores. We are BTR Pro Wrestling Talk, where we talk about all things pro wrestling. We give predictions, we give reviews, we give our results, and we give so much more. This past weekend, as we mentioned earlier on the show, was a heavy wrestling, jam-packed weekend for news.
Yes. We
got ourselves a new AEW champion. Jon Moxley, formerly known as Dean Ambrose in WWE, is the new AEW champion. He defeated Chris Jericho after a near 8-month title reign.
That was a long run.
Heavy run leading AEW, and I believe he is going on tour with his band Fozzy for the next month or two, so
yes.
he needs that time off, but I'm sure we'll see him back very shortly. Jon Moxley, a year ago, was leaving his contract with
Has
WWE.
it been a whole year? Yeah.
It's going to be a whole year after Mania, so look
yeah.
at that, what a difference a year makes. Seems a lot happier. You know, his wife Renee Young was in the crowd, actually.
Was she?
Yeah, she took a picture, so...
Oh, but they didn't show her on camera?
Oh, no, I'm sure, you know, I mean...
Yeah. I
but
mean...
out of respect, I'm sure, yeah. No, but she took a picture of him carrying the title in the
That's
ring.
cool.
So, good for him. Clearly, he seems much happier, and someone that may be much happier now is recently, I guess, not released, but he did, I guess he waited out his contract.
Yeah.
Matt Hardy was officially announced last night. I watched the premiere of Thoughts from the Throne, his YouTube
Oh,
series,
okay. I think I did see a screenshot.
and he made the announcement that he let his contract expire, and he said this week he would. Well, first off, he was very grateful for his time in WWE the last 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
He said he was very happy with everyone. He did not want to leave. Apparently, he mentioned that.
Oh.
However, it was a decision because of creatively they did not, want to do what he wanted to do,
Yeah.
which is why he did not resign. So he let his contract wait out. He did say that he will be back someday in some form. So I would imagine probably
for
the
sure.
Hall of Fame or something.
Oh,
even if he
at
doesn't-
the very least,
yeah.
yes.
And he also mentioned that he would be watching all wrestling programs this week, Monday Night Raw, Impact, NWA, Being the Elite, AEW Dark, Dynamite, NXT, SmackDown, MLW, Ring of Honor, and New Japan.
He named them all?
He named them all. So he was going to watch and find out what was best for him and his family. And he said...
Did you say NWA Power?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
So he mentioned all the major promotions, and he said he could end up back in WWE potentially, but it depends. What's the best deal for him, obviously. So he's a free agent right now.
Well, that's good. I mean, obviously, as he kind of listed them off there, the Hardy Boys have been in the wrestling industry for a while. They're fans of the business, and they know how things go, for better or for worse.
Yeah.
It'd be interesting to see where he goes, but
I mean, I hope he resigns.
I hope he resigns too, but I don't know what he's gonna do.
I feel like right now the favorite is without a doubt AEW. That seems to be the favorite.
I would think so, but again, as I've mentioned after the last few weeks,
Don't want to see it.
I don't want to see it.
And
I don't need WWE light. I think Impact is an underdog
Impact is a great possibility, honestly.
because that's where he had his most creative freedom and was able to kind of do what he wanted.
That's-
I don't know if that was before whatever the current leadership is.
They changed leadership.
So
But
that's then. But if
they're
let
doing the
him-
stuff they're doing now, I'm sure Broken
Yeah.
Universe is
Yeah.
definitely open.
And I'm sure they may have had whatever their biggest buzz has been in any time of recent note. It had to do with Matt Hardy.
Oh yeah,
I
without a
think that's fair
doubt.
to say.
That's where they got their kind of second coming in a sense.
Oh yeah.
After
That'd be like
after all the
yeah.
stars left, AJ and all that.
Right.
Matt Hardy and the Hardy Boys were really the Broken Universe
Yeah.
really set Impact on fire for that year and a half that they were
Mhm.
broken. So I guess it's a waiting game, see where Matt Hardy lands.
We'll see.
Hopefully we don't have to wait that long, but yeah, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I mean,
Could be leverage also. If he gets
Oh,
offered a
sure.
decent deal at AEW, which I'm sure they're willing to offer
Yeah.
him, he could go back to WWE and say, hey, you don't want to lose his money here.
yeah, yeah,
Potential
yeah.
money I could be making for them. They could offer him something, he might get what he wants. So
Maybe.
it's waiting. It's waiting.
Especially
game.
with Jeff coming back.
Jeff will be on WWE backstage. He also mentioned backstage that he would watch. Yeah, Jeff was going to be on it tomorrow.
Right.
So
That's weird.
we'll see what Jeff is going to
That's
say.
weird that he would name everything. I had to watch
He
it.
named literally everything. Yeah. So I'm excited. Hopefully he picks what I want. I want NXT. Because that's where you're gonna get the most freedom in WWE.
Who you want? Matt Hardy to pick? Yeah. Yeah.
NXT does need a little bit of a boost, honestly.
I saw a tweet from someone, but I forget who it was. But they said in the next draft or whatever,
They need
you
a little
need someone.
shake-up.
You need someone like a Ziggler or
They need some names.
I forgot who
for
else,
sure.
or
They
like a
need
Cesaro or something. They don't need too many names, but they just need a guy like a Cesaro or a Ziggler,
Shinsuke.
someone who can work but is a big enough name that
They
they
need
can
to
get
shake.
some new guys over or
They
whatever.
need to get out of Full Sail too every week. That's,
Are they still in Full Sail?
Yeah, they've been hanging
I
out.
thought they were traveling.
They're not traveling
more.
now.
Well, but that's why it's weird. Well, I guess that's just where the production is, but they'll still do Riverside. They'll still do.
they do the small house shows, yeah, but they're doing the TVs and Full Sail,
Yeah.
which is I understand it's comfortable and everything, but you gotta hit the road once in a while. I think, especially when you have AEW doing it every week,
Right.
you gotta hit. I think it's time for them to start drifting away.
And I thought they were kind of doing that a little bit. I think when the Impact
only
thing,
for the takeovers and stuff,
Yeah.
and they once in a while would.
That's
like,
right. For the takeover, they would. Yeah.
Once in a while, they would record like some tapings elsewhere, but not very much. It's been Full Sail since they've been on USA. So, yeah, I agree. They need a little bit of a shake-up.
Yeah.
After Mania, we'll see what happens. So, going back to AEW, Blood and Guts, it's happening.
Yeah.
They're doing their own version of War Games.
Yeah.
Called Blood and Guts. They took the Vince McMahon conference call. That's what he called them a couple months ago, and now they're using it as the War Games.
Say that again.
Vince McMahon had a conference call months ago, whatever, and said AEW was nothing but blood and guts. That we don't do that here. And
Okay.
AEW now took that.
Took it literal.
And because they can't use the name War Games because WWE owns the copyright, so they're gonna have their own War Games on March 25th.
Same concept, same everything.
WrestleMania weekend or week.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
gonna be on the Wednesday of AEW, and they're gonna call it Blood and Guts.
It's gonna be on TNT.
Free television.
Yeah.
So you can expect them to win the ratings for that week for sure.
And but they do have the rights to at least one of the WCW names.
They got Bash at the Beach.
They've
done that.
They did do it, right?
I saw the first one. They did the Jericho Cruise, which they also called.
Oh, is that where they?
The second one, because they did.
When they
did
did
like
from
2
the
weeks.
cruise?
Yeah.
I know.
haven't
I
seen
think
it
I
yet.
did see clips from the matches they were still showing from the cruise or something.
Yeah.
But I didn't know they were on that Bash at the Beach.
I think one of them. I don't know if there was like. Because it's like a two-parter, I guess.
Oh, okay.
But AEW's getting people. They got a crowd. They got a fan base. They had a stellar show apparently.
Yeah.
This past weekend, I know. Oh, something we definitely have to talk about that wasn't a win. A big loss. Cody got a neck tattoo.
Oh, geez, yes, he did. Ah,
The
man.
ugliest thing I've seen.
I took some time to think about it after, and it has the American flag appeal thing. I understand, but
It's the American Nightmare logo with the American flag on it, but it's like right on the neck. It's like
it's
the
not
worst
even.
part.
It's not even on the side of the neck. It's like,
It's right here.
yeah, it's like.
You gotta
under
get it
the
on,
cheek.
get it on your chest, get it on
Get
your
on the
shoulder, get it on
chest,
your back.
Yeah, put it on your cheek or
What are
something.
you doing?
Yeah,
Apparently
it's on
his
the
wife
neck,
doesn't
yeah.
like it. Brandy has gone on record and saying
Did she?
she doesn't like it. Apparently he didn't ask her, so.
Click on that photo right there,
Look at
Rob,
that.
of the second row down, right where you're at. That one, yeah. And
Rob
then
looking
turn
it
it, turn the computer around. I can't see. I just want to see if he had the tattoo on. Oh,
Yeah.
with Brandy there. I was just curious.
It seemed the consensus was that was an ugly tattoo. It shouldn't be.
And that's not something you can hide. I mean,
He's the
you can't even wear a turtleneck.
He's
with
the
that.
executive vice president of a $1 million company. And
Yeah, and
he's got a tattoo right in the neck like that. Come on.
I just feel like
that's cheesy.
that's just one of those you're gonna regret when you're older. I mean, even the Undertaker doesn't have a tattoo like that, does he? Not
He's
that
had
high
some
yet.
neck tattoos.
Yeah, I mean, he under the throat on the throat he had Sarah for his wife,
He has
and
some
then he's
other-
got it
he has some
removed.
names now. Michelle McCoy, I think, is probably his daughter.
Oh, you got more names back?
Yeah, they're on the side. But I mean, they're not ugly like that.
Well, yeah, I
That's
mean-
plain. That's like a.
You can remove those.
You put your own logo on your neck. Like, come on.
Maybe on your back.
Yeah, like.
Or
but
you could just make a T-shirt.
he has a T-shirt and he still put it on his body.
I mean,
Come on, you don't do that.
yeah.
That's terrible. That's just bad.
See, this is why I don't have any tattoos. I mean, I'm not against tattoos, but I'm just like,
I wouldn't get that. I wouldn't get any neck tattoos.
I'd have to think
or
it
face
over.
Tattoos.
like I feel like, just for work purposes. No, I mean, Cody doesn't ever have to go to work again, but
He's the EVP, and he's. I can't with that company.
it's a no for me. Let me see that one right there, Rob.
His wife looks.
She says, "Why do you have that?" Turn in more. I think is she wearing the shirt with it? Oh, okay. Is that
Yeah,
the,
she is. She's wearing the logo.
the
on
shirt
her
with
shirt.
the logo on it? Yeah. I mean, I get it, but
Get it somewhere else. It wouldn't have been as bad. And I don't even think it's like a perfect tattoo either. It looks a little sloppy, honestly. If you look at
the misproportion. At least this bottom, yeah.
it, looks like a little. Yeah, you need a like. Well, it's on your neck, so I don't know how good you could have done it. Honestly.
I think it even goes above his cheek. This is his
No,
jaw,
it's
no?
Like if you're looking at this photo right here,
Oh,
it
maybe.
does look like it's on his cheek almost.
Is it? Can you
Even
click on that
right
one?
here. It's the start of his jaw.
That's even
Yeah,
worse.
it goes past the jawline.
That's
I'm sorry, Cody, but it's a no for me.
a hard pass right there.
Yeah.
No, it's terrible. Anyways,
There's not a turtleneck that can save that.
there's nothing that can save that. Get it removed, but
And it's in color. I don't know how hard it is to remove something in color, but we'll
Will he
find
ever
out.
be able to be Stardust again with that?
No, probably not.
he will never. Well, I don't know. He probably never wants to be started
Yeah.
again, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, so that happened. That was probably the biggest news to come out of that
Yeah,
show,
that
honestly, aside from the Moxley thing. But and speaking of, we're gonna go back to WrestleMania here. Triple H, not wrestling this year.
Oh no. Did he say this, confirm this? Or we just...
No, it's just a report.
I mean, and that's fine. You don't have to wrestle.
That's what I said. I'm like, you know what? That's okay. Last year they did a documentary on him.
Yeah, and I
the
like
week,
that.
The week
I
of
like that.
the week of WrestleMania, where he was literally working the entire week,
You know,
doing something, including wrestling. So it's
and,
give him a night off.
and if you ever find yourself not respecting what Triple H has done, continues to do, and yada yada, I mean, I
What's
watched
that?
I watched some, if not all, of that video,
Mhm.
and I saw him. He was sitting there eating. He was on a conference call, doing interviews with media,
He's eating.
and he was eating the salad that was prepared for him, and he has to continue to eat right. I think he's 50. Is he?
He's
close to
50 now.
He's 50 now, so he has to get his body right and stay right. So it's
It's
whatever you
tough.
want to say about the Undertaker's not the only one that's having to.
Yeah.
Triple H is having to do this too if he wants to get back in the ring, and so hats off to him. Yeah, there's a lot of people who don't like Triple H because he put himself over, or he was in the McMahon family at that point, and so he probably.
It's a lot of people have changed on that because of the NXT thing.
Oh,
he's
yeah,
obviously
of course.
created new talents, created a new platform, and he's obviously in touch with a lot of what people like.
Honestly, he's the guy that everyone, whether you like him or not, when it comes to pro wrestling, if there's going to be any hope for it being successful or any better than it already is,
After Vince,
he's
it's
the
gonna be
guy,
him.
so you better like it.
He is literally the game.
Yeah, so.
He's a master of the game. He knows how to play it. It's not just a nickname anymore.
And
It's
it,
literally
yeah,
what he
for
is.
sure. And he's not one who, he eats, sleeps, and breathes the whole thing. Like, there's no.
He's a workhorse.
Yeah.
Like Vince.
I mean, say what you want.
Say what you want about
So-
Vince, but he still works hard. He's still.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe
He still
doesn't.
works out every day.
Yeah, exactly.
Last time I checked, he's
So-
working out every day. I wish I could do that, but.
Yeah, gotta stay motivated there. But no Triple H this year, which isn't a total bummer. I'll be happy if he
not
wrestles
bad at
next year
all.
though.
You would be happy if you were.
Next year, yeah. Why not? See Triple H wrestle.
Who would you want to see him wrestle?
The Rock. Been waiting for that match
that's
for the
been
last
going
few
around
years.
for a while.
Been waiting on that. They teased us that one SmackDown backstage.
What was the deal with that? Whatever, I forgot what was said.
They just teased like, how about one more WrestleMania or whatever.
Yeah,
and then
that's
they kind
right.
of joked
They
it
did.
off,
Right,
which never
right.
happens. But let's make it happen. It's going to be in LA next year. Put The Rock in the Hall
It
of
could.
Fame.
It could.
Let's do it. One
Yeah, and
more
then
match.
you put Triple H over on him and everything. No.
That's fine. It doesn't matter. I'll be fine with. I just want to see one more match right there. So.
I was gonna say, I think depending what happens with Matt Hardy and all them, it wouldn't be a complete shot in the dark if you see the Hardy Boys go in the Hall of Fame next year.
Not if he's with the AEW. I'll
Of
tell
course
you that.
not. Of course not. But if he resigns to WWE
No, I
or
think
something like that, I mean, it might be a little ways off too.
No.
But at the same time, though,
Once his contract's done, he said he did mention in the video he has 3 or 4 more years left.
oh really?
Yes. So he wants to.
And how
he wants
they're-
to fulfill those 3
They're
or 4
getting
more
close
years.
to 50.
They're in the
They-
mid 40s.
I mean, they're trying to get to Rock and Roll Express territory.
They're in the mid 40s. They're still a ways away from Rock and Roll Express.
That's
territory.
true. But
So.
again, to be honest with you, completely honest with you, that's not one you wait around for. When you just think about Jeff Hardy, I'll leave it at that.
You do it after they're done, like the next year after.
At the very least, I'm just saying.
You can't do it while it's
I
still
love the
wrestling.
Hardy Boys, but when you look at what they've put their bodies
I
through,
know their track
physically
record, their track record isn't
and
the best.
out of the ring,
It's
with
I know it's risky,
substance,
but
you know, I'm just saying, you put them in. You put them in before you just have one of them up
in
there.
that case, you should have put Ric Flair in 30 years ago. If that's what you're trying.
Well, no, this
That
is
obviously
no,
didn't
this
happen.
is- this is big facts. That's for sure.
Well, yeah.
I'm not saying
So-
you're wrong. He just had a birthday too, Ric Flair. I think last week when we had the episode, I didn't find out to that later
It's
that
Booker
night.
T's birthday.
Booker
Today,
T,
I think?
y'all. Yeah, I
Was
think
it
so.
today?
I
It was
retweeted that. I think that's
Booker
today, I think.
T. It's Big E's yesterday or something.
I think he's like 51 now. Is that what I saw? Maybe I'm
Booker,
wrong.
yeah.
Booker T, 51.
Let me look at WWE what they posted. We gotta give them some birthday shout outs here.
You got some birthday shout outs.
Oh jeez.
What? Have you seen some news?
AJ Styles doing the Undertaker pin on Aleister Black. Does that mean Aleister Black lost his first match here? It might be. It might be it.
Wow, to Aleister Black?
Yeah. We
That's
don't
how
know
you're
if he
gonna
lost.
do that?
We don't know if he lost yet.
I mean,
Hopefully not. So, anyways, Rob is signaling we got to hit that commercial break. But when we return, we're going to talk more WrestleMania talk and so much more right here on Beyond the Ropes.
wow, they really did that.
Sorry, what? Did Ricochet get squashed again? I think he did. He lost cleanly to the 24/7 champion. Oh shit.
But
Is he getting buried now?
no, but I've seen that before. No. We'll talk about that.
Ricochet? I don't know.
No, we'll talk about
What,
it.
who did he piss off?
No, mention it on the thing. We'll talk about it.
New tag champions. Street Profits got those titles. They just saved it for Raw. Big Raw. And we're back.
Tell
And
me.
I
Do you
gotta
have
do
to?
this
Do
thing.
you have to do a formal thing?
I gotta do it.
All right, do it.
It's
Before I
apparently-
laugh at Rob.
It's the law.
Do it. Before I laugh at Rob.
Alright, here we are.
Sorry.
Broadcasting from Cal State University, Long Beach. This is KKJZ FM HD3, Long Beach, Los Angeles, and 22smedia.com. We are 22s Radio. I'm your host, Ethan, alongside,
James.
and of course on the controls.
Rob.
And
Speaking of Rob,
he's
we talk
killing
about
it.
we talk about pro wrestling here on 22 West, and we have a great time. We talk about a bunch of other stuff. I have to laugh at Rob. Sorry to rush your whole intro there, but Rob hits the controls, puts the 3-man band song on, and starts jamming out, bopping his head
I've never seen him so active.
like this, like that, like that's the move right
This is
there.
the hottest thing, like
Like that was
since
like the
sliced
number
bread, right?
one single.
Give us the NWO theme. Give
Like
us the
what did
Shield
wait? What
theme
did we used to play CM Punk?
at the end of the show?
What did he play during the show?
Nothing.
Okay, I was just wondering what he would play because I'm just like he was bopping his head
I've never seen him
like
so
it was a
excited.
rock concert, the 3-man band, and I just couldn't help myself.
Well, speaking of 3-man band who was buried off Ricochet has now been buried, losing to the 24/7 champion Riddick Moss.
Oh man. Oh
Yeah, I told you.
I mean, you said during the break he was buried, but jeez.
He lost to the 24/7
So
champion.
I'm not concerned.
I am.
I mean,
Is this a story?
I think it could be, but with WrestleMania season coming up, I don't know what title is available for Ricochet to go after, but I think Ricochet is in line to win the title at WrestleMania. I'm calling it
I
now.
think you're wrong.
I'm calling it. Who's the Intercontinental Champion or U.S. Champion going to fight at WrestleMania? So
The
far?
U.S. champion, it seems, going to be locked in between the luchadors. Andrade,
Oh yeah.
Rey Mysterio, Humberto Carrillo, and Angel Garza. So they've been feuding, so fatal
And
four-way is likely.
and for the Intercontinental title, which-
U.S. Intercontinental, Braun has it. That's a SmackDown. That's not happening.
There's gotta be
Ricochet's
something.
not. He might win that Battle Royal, maybe the 100 Battle Royal.
No,
That's as good as it's gonna get for Ricochet if he wins.
I
that
think
WrestleMania.
there's something there, especially
He's not
having
winning
a
big
match,
no.
having a match with Brock Lesnar.
He got squashed.
There's a story there. If you're having a match with Brock Lesnar,
Yeah, the story is he's gonna overcome all those people in the Battle Royal to win the Andre
I
the Giant
mean,
Memorial Battle
maybe,
Royal.
but I mean, it almost. I mean, you lost to the Riddick Moss.
Yeah. So, we did get some new Raw Tag Team Champions. Congratulations to Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford. The Street Profits are officially the Raw Tag Team Champions.
Two-time champions now.
No, first time.
First time,
They
but
won
they
the
had
NXT.
an NXT
Yes.
2 times at least. No,
Once.
I thought they were 2-time champion.
Nope.
Then they lose it and win it back real quick.
I don't think so.
I thought that was
I
a
don't
thing.
recall.
Whoops, I'm hitting cabinets.
No.
Okay, maybe I'm wrong. But congratulations to them. I mean, they got the contract extensions, which now feels like a little while now. But
Yeah.
I mean, they're
Good for them.
destined for good things. They're always on TV
Very
anyways.
talented.
That means Seth now has no plans for WrestleMania.
Face Kevin Owens, probably.
You know what? Speaking of Kevin Owens, did you see he has a new catchphrase and what he's doing with that new catchphrase in that shirt? The Keep Fighting shirt?
Yeah, just keep fighting.
Just Keep Fighting is his new slogan, I believe. And he had it on his shirt. And I guess he's gotten a lot of Twitter comments and stuff about those, saying it's been encouraging and it's kind of given those who really need it, whether it's been with mental health or cancer or anything like that. It's kind of giving them something to root for and giving them a reason to root for Kevin Owens. And so Kevin Owens has gone ahead and will be donating to 2 charities. I can't remember them both off the top of my head. I believe one of them has to do with mental health. But all the
They're
profits...
both mental health. One's Canada.
One's Canada, one's America, one's USA. So the money he makes off the sales of those shirts, he plans on donating to those 2 organizations. He mentioned they may not happen right away just because of how royalties and stuff works when a superstar has a shirt and when they finally do get that money. But he said he would keep the Twitter world, as O.J. Simpson would say, updated on when that royalty comes in and how much he'll be donating to those organizations. And so good for Kevin Owens. I think people were yelling baby faces. He's already a baby face, isn't that?
He's facing the Money Night Messiah. So
Yeah, so he's babyface. Okay.
He's been.
So because everyone's yelling babyface. So I mean, if he wasn't babyface already, he is now.
Yes, he's super babyface.
And he'll probably be a heel in 6 months. But
We'll see what happens there.
But that's good, though.
Yeah, good. But it's a good cause for sure.
and I think that kind of follows suit with what his best friend Sami Zayn has and has been doing and,
Yeah,
and
the Sammy
continues to do.
Caesar.
Yeah. So
You mentioned Goldberg earlier made history. He made history on Instagram because he has the most liked photo on the WWE. So all those haters out there, they just got proven wrong because it's the most liked photo on Instagram for WWE.
which is something I believe Michael Cole brought
He
up.
brought it up
And they
at
tried to
SmackDown.
justify it the next night, and people were like, "Listen to Cole, la 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 la."
Well, it's true. Look at that.
I mean, I
they
guess
just
so.
tweeted it out right now, so all the haters can,
Go,
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
I
He
mean,
also made-
I'm not hating on it.
I know,
I'm just saying,
it
like,
to the public here.
okay.
But he also made history by becoming the first person to win 4 world titles in 4 different decades.
Oh, really?
The 90s, early 2000s, the 2010s, and now the 20s.
Oh, he barely did it then.
Well, look,
I know,
we're
no,
getting
no.
technical there.
No, I'm just saying, like, I was thinking, oh, like.
It is 4 different decades, technically, so.
Um,
We got 5 more minutes. Anything else we want to discuss here leading up to WrestleMania? We are 5 weeks away.
I don't think we mentioned last week about Jordan Grace winning the Impact Women's Championship. So
Well, it's Impact, so.
Congrats to her.
Congrats to her.
Just throwing it in there.
We might have to start covering Impact. Matt Hardy goes there.
If Matt Hardy goes there, we'll at least talk about it one more time.
If we're not careful, he might end up there.
Yeah, right.
We're gonna have to start watching.
So we talked about WrestleMania potentially being canceled. We talked about Goldberg winning the championship, and now he will have Roman next on his.
He's next.
On his list.
He came out and said, "I'm next." So.
You also have Cena and Bray, and.
Big matches. We're gonna find
Then we
out
know Brock and
Drew for the WWE title. We're gonna have the NXT Women's Championship. Oh, I haven't seen NXT last week.
I don't think I.
Charlotte Flair beat Bianca Belair clean.
Oh right, that was the match.
I am not pleased by that.
So
I'm
I
very
think
happy. Hopefully.
So there. Okay, so she beat her clean. We didn't see Rhea Ripley at all.
She came out at the end after the match. And oh, by the way, Charlotte Wood did beat up on Bianca after the match too.
So maybe that keeps Bianca in place.
I would hope so, but
I think it does. If you don't just beat her up, or whatever. Maybe if you're just trying to get a rise out of Ripley, but
I
think
hope so.
I think there's something to it. I would have been okay seeing Bianca get a win there, though.
Yeah. Oh dear, what is that?
Did you talk about AJ Styles and?
Yeah, we talked about Undertaker and AJ.
No,
he beat Alistair. Yeah, he did that pose on Alistair.
So he did do the Undertaker pose on Alistair, and that might have been Alistair's first loss.
Might have been. We don't know. Can't confirm.
But still, I mean, the fact that you pick Alistair, who is still kind of almost similar to the Undertaker, which may be why they did it.
But I mean, it's also AJ Styles, so if he's gonna lose to anyone,
Yes and no.
We found out what's inside Eric Rowan's cage.
Oh.
It is right. It is a giant electronic spider.
That's maybe a little disappointing.
I don't like spiders, so that's creepy. But I mean, yeah, what'd you expect?
I mean, it's cool. I mean, like a hand or something.
Some people I think mentioned a hand or a snake or something.
Okay. So where do you go with it? I mean,
apparently
it's almost like a Jake the Snake thing.
The Fox wanted Baby Yoda.
Baby Yoda. I mean,
I would have been into that. Anyways,
that would have been cute.
It would have been cute.
I mean, I would have been a big Eric Rowan fan.
With Baby Yoda.
Yeah.
Well, we can confirm that there will not be a BTR Plus tonight.
Yeah, no BTR.
Apparently, we can't go live. We're not right.
Yeah, well, that's exactly why.
That's the reason,
that's
right?
Exactly why
so we gotta hit out as soon as this is over.
As soon as this is over, and maybe if we came across some other connection. But as of right now, there's no
BTR Plus, which is the same. We gotta plug our Facebook, facebook.com/Beyond the Ropes, where we post predictions, videos. Rob just posted episode 106 of Beyond the Ropes last night or this morning.
In the morning.
I think it was this morning.
And you can go on there and you can like my little personal page on there, and from there you can see the panel I did this weekend. I got to put myself over for
That's
a
right.
second.
You
So
did a
there it
panel.
was.
It was a
So,
sports panel.
Sports journalism panel. Go ahead and give that a listen. There was some radio. There was a radio person on there too. So
Did you talk about us?
Didn't talk about
Of
you.
course
but,
he didn't. Selfish, arrogant.
I was the moderator.
Fickle. I know.
But I might talk to her maybe about somebody. You never know what can happen in pro wrestling.
Anything could happen, especially right here on Beyond the Ropes. We got, 2 minutes to go?
We got 2 minutes, so we plug the Facebook page. You can also follow us on Twitter at RealBTRRadio.
Mm-hmm.
And you can follow me on my personal Twitter and Instagram at JHW Reporter. Tell us both your Instagram and your Twitter, Ethan.
Ethan Envy and Ethan Envy 95.
Which is which?
Doesn't matter, just look at both. Okay, how about that? You'll see my face in both. I still need to make us an Instagram page. I've been lagging on it, but
That's okay.
it will happen. You can go to I believe one of our pages should have a link to another site. I cannot say it.
With some
Look at the video.
some stuff.
Look at the video here, and I'm flashing it here.
Yeah.
But
And Rob, where can we find you?
Rob Flores Media.
on everything, right?
And
Pretty much.
and
And YouTube. YouTube, I haven't mentioned YouTube. Search
Okay.
up YouTube Beyond the Ropes. You'll find all 106 episodes uploaded there. Beyond the Ropes.
And before we go, Rob, I think you look very nice today.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah, Ethan, you look cool too. Nice shirt.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm the only one wearing it.
Oh, look at your sweater.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, wearing his own brand on
Yeah.
the show. Selfish.
Well, you know.
arrogant.
Yeah.
I gotta get my own stuff. We gotta
Yeah,
make
dude.
my own shirt on this shop. Anyway,
Yeah, you
anyways,
know, man.
anyways, we're signing off. Thank you for tuning in. Until next time, I'm Ethan,
I'm James.
I'm Rob.
and this episode has been Too
Too
Sweet, and now delete.